Ruined a perfectly good sweater.
Welcome back to the misadventures of one Frederick J. Krueger. Today we've got a Halloween-themed Freddy's Nightmares, and I can already hear the moaning. Ugh, a Halloween episode in January? Well, I'm not sure if you know this, but around these parts, every day is Halloween. In this episode, Freddy harasses a once famous photographer and a few FBI agents, though not the agents I was hoping for. But anyways, the episode begins with whatever this is. I feel like this is the kind of thing kids do when they're not getting enough attention.
Do we have to say cheese?
Cheese?
Yeah, you always have to say cheese.
Our cue to smile.
Oh, it was a dream. This family really seems to like cheese though, because it seems to be the only thing they talk about.
We hope you've enjoyed watching her grow up as much as we have.
Wow, did you used to be somebody?
Shut up, little girl.
The family immediately shifts their focus from cheese to how this poor woman used to be kind of famous. I mean, they go on and on about how she's going to be taking their family photos forever.
And we look forward to coming back every year until we're all old and gray.
I don't know about you, but I get the feeling she's not nearly as excited. Stoney, the photographer, gets a call from Kink magazine who's looking to do business. I bet Kink magazine has a lot of hoes.
We're a culture statement, you know, the odd, the bod, the bizarre. We're arresting and trend-setting.
Oh, what do you want with me?
So Kink magazine, which is supposed to be this hot new hip magazine, wants Stoney to do a Halloween shoot with some of their models, and their version of hip and edgy is a sexy witch and a cheesy scarecrow. This might be edgy if it were 1956 and you were next to a church.
You know, I only took this because Kink is supposed to be so hot. Only the best.
That's right, only the best small town fair scarecrows for Kink. Stoney's new assistant Oliver arrives, and I'm pretty sure the Winchester boys might want to have a little talk with him. Seems like Stoney's new boss isn't too happy with her photos, and I can't exactly blame her. This kind of cheesecake is 30 years overcooked.
Yeah, well, I've got a job for you, a new one you can handle.
Congratulations, you're the new official photographer for all the laminated restaurant menus in the country.
Oh, silly me, it was another dream. How does someone fall asleep sitting while also eating a sandwich? Anyways, there's a Jack the Ripper shoot now, which again doesn't feel very edgy. The model suddenly becomes very tired from a night of partying, which I think we know what that means. So Stoney has her rest up against the lamppost while they set up the shot. Oliver, I think that's enough fog. Oliver.
It's cold outside.
Oh, Freddy's such a nice guy, always making sure the ladies have a nice warm jacket to wear. Okay, so Freddy is attacking the model in the dream world, which allows Stoney to take some edgy photo, I guess. But who gets the credit? I mean, without Freddy, I doubt Stoney was gonna get these kinds of reactions. The model then wakes up, I guess, but blames Stoney for Freddy, though Stoney thinks she's talking about Oliver. But there's no way it was Oliver, and did this woman really confuse Oliver with Freddy? Stoney then gets another model, since the last one had her little freak out, and this one seems a little dumber. I mean, they're doing a vampire shoot this time, and I don't think she quite understands how wooden stakes are supposed to work.
So, you want me to lick the steak, or I can suck on it if you want?
No. I think just fight with it for now. Maybe we'll lick later.
Oliver and Stoney conveniently leave again, and this second model also falls asleep. Does everyone suffer from narcolepsy? Because they shouldn't be this tired.
Hey, babe. Take you to a game of hearts.
Get him off of me!
I'm glad this show seems to have been recorded on a talk boy, because I can't understand half the shit Freddy says. So now this second model is fighting with Freddy while Stoney takes photos, and somehow doesn't realize that Freddy straight up impales her with the wooden stake? I mean, they even leave to develop the photos. Did no one think that maybe they should check on their model, who's now not breathing and hasn't moved since taking the pictures?
Oh my god, she's dead.
Oh yeah, so what led you to that conclusion? Stoney starts freaking out because she now has a dead model. Her fingerprints are on the murder weapon, and she obviously can't call the police. Instead, she decides to stash the bodies somewhere. But what's gonna happen when Kink starts asking about their missing model?
your meal ticket.
Well, here's a twist which definitely is not a twist, but Freddy is living in Stoney's head or something. Basically, he starts blackmailing her, forcing her to bring in new models, otherwise she won't have a job. To be fair, it was Freddy who got the emotion out of the girls in the first place. We saw what happens when Stoney is on her own. The funny thing is this only works if Stoney gets models that just happen to be very sleepy. Kink calls up with a third photo shoot, which I'm sure will go just about as well as the other two. Well, I guess that's one way of covering up a body, but that's gonna start smelling really bad. Oh, now we've got a sexy Cleopatra and a mummy shoot. I hope Stoney doesn't get too wrapped up in her photos.
So if you could just nod off, that would be great.
You mean I can sleep?
Well shit, if I could get paid to sleep, I'd do it too. Hell, I'll even wear the Cleopatra costume, I don't care. A sexy Cleopatra could definitely make any mummy rise. Wait a minute, that's no ordinary mummy, that's Freddy! Oh, he's such a trickster. What's interesting is Stoney is the only one that can see Freddy.
So, you want to make her scream?
Yes.
This should do it.
I'm gonna give a little Canadian sorry, but that's really funny. Stoney does get the shot she was looking for, though she can't actually see it. Kink seems to love it though.
Right. As soon as I see it.
Hey, what's William Shatner from Devil's Reign doing here? Or is that Michael Myers' mask? The second half of the episode puts us with that happy-go-lucky family who really loves cheese. What I love are all these classic spooky Halloween decorations. Oh, what's this? A ghost? Better get the Halloween candy, Mom.
Halloween isn't until tomorrow night. We just don't give out candy till then.
See, this could have been prevented if you just got the damn candy. Holy shit! I guess the ghost didn't like how happy this family was. I told Bob not to eat SpaghettiOs while spinning in his chair. Alright, so we've got some FBI now, but why does it look like they spelled out FBI on their briefcases with electrical tape?
Does this look normal to you? All the weirdos come out on Halloween.
And they eat all their SpaghettiOs in spinny chairs. For some reason they brought in this new guy Peterson who is psychic or something. I don't know, he keeps going on about feeling things and he sure likes to talk to himself. The other agents are like, can we just investigate this like normal FBI? Oh my god, an adult magazine? Clearly, only the most depraved individual would own one of these.
The father was found downstairs, sitting in a chair with his throat cut.
Well, since I know the father died in the chair, I should probably get my fingerprints all over it.
The father's blood's in a circular ring around the chair. How? He spun the chair, didn't he, son of a bitch?
Nothing gets past Captain Obvious here. Peterson checks out the phone messages, and the father is heard talking to someone, but there's no other voice heard. So either he's going crazy, or he's talking to a psychopath who can't speak.
Hey, trick or treat, come on in, kids. Hey, what the hell? This isn't really evidence anyway, is it?
Hey, it's Special Needs Godzilla and Orange Witch Thing. Don't mind the body outline on the floor, children. There was just a couple murders here yesterday. Peterson starts going on about the sheet the killer was wearing, jealous that he didn't think about the costume first.
Look at me, you son of a bitch!
Daddy?
Oh my god, it was the father? Alright, so what if the father went nuts after they got their photo taken? Maybe he hates getting his photo taken, but was forced to by his wife and daughter. Years of photos started to build up this rage that could just no longer be contained. Then bam! One day he just takes them both out. You know, I think I might be cut out for this FBI work. So Peterson is just zoning out and seeing things apparently. I feel like he might be a danger to his coworkers. Peterson tells the others that it was the father that killed the family, and they give him one of those early 90s sitcom looks as if they just found drugs under his bed.
He killed him.
How do you know that?
I don't know.
It turns out Peterson isn't just a weirdo, but he's not even FBI. He voluntarily went to prison so he could learn more about criminals, and the FBI hires him to do his spooky psychic work or something. We know this can't be true because the FBI generally does all it can to distance itself from all things spooky.
Are you telling us the father killed his wife and daughter and then slit his own throat?
But if the father didn't take his own life, then who did? While we ponder about how it all went down, might as well contaminate some more evidence.
I saw something.
What?
A man.
Where?
In here.
So did he just fall asleep in an instant? Or does Freddy have new powers we've never heard about before? Peterson takes another power nap, which allows him to see what happened that night, I guess? Seems the father thought his family was Freddy, though I don't know why that made him put on a ghost costume. Freddy ain't afraid of no ghost, he's afraid of 80s hair metal bands.
Look at me, Freddy!
You talking to me?
Son of a bitch!
I didn't know Freddy was a Robert De Niro impersonator.
You talking to me? You talking to me?
Alright, so it wasn't actually Freddy, but why is Freddy targeting some poor middle-aged man? I sure hope this will be explained in a future episode. That still won't make any sense.
Krueger!
Also, this transition feels like something you'd see on The Simpsons. Peterson tells the agents that a man wearing a Halloween mask killed the father. Who's gonna tell him that's not a mask?
That was Washington. They're gonna run a computer check on Freddy Krueger.
Where'd you get this name, Freddy Krueger?
From his dreams, obviously. I have a question though. Since Peterson isn't FBI, is he still allowed to carry a firearm? Peterson believes Freddy is the one behind all of this, but he has no idea who Freddy even is. The FBI agents, on the other hand, think Peterson might be the one behind it all, which makes a lot more sense than a guy with a razor blade glove.
What is it? Lesson number 1. Dreams can be real.
So are these guys asleep, or can Freddy just do whatever he wants now? Peterson has a little standoff with the other agent who thinks he's Freddy, and obviously the agent gets killed. He is rather calm for someone that just shot a guy though.
But the game's gotta end. Ah!
Silly Peterson, bullets don't work in the dream world. Freddy uses some of that dream magic to attack Peterson with an office chair. After Peterson's death, some FBI agents come to investigate. But does this mean Freddy's just going to slowly take out the entire FBI? Photo finish is definitely an episode. It's actually not that bad, but it doesn't exactly make much sense when you look at the Elm Street lore. At least in the first half of the episode, people are being attacked in the dream world, but in the second half, he just seems to enter the minds of anyone who comes into this house. Why is he targeting these people? I mean, besides the fact he's a violent murderer, it's not like these people are connected to him. They're not the kids of the parents who set him on fire. They're not the parents themselves, so what's the deal, Freddy? Also, they seem to be much older than the teens or children he usually goes after. There actually is a connection to Freddy and the parents, but that will come in a later episode and we'll get to that one eventually. This, like every episode of Freddy's Nightmares, is basically a PG version of the series. The episode was written by Bill Froelich, but apparently based on a story idea by Wes Craven. Now, Wes Craven had basically no input on this series, as it was nothing more than a cash grab, so take this with a grain of salt. There's nothing I can find that would suggest Wes Craven had anything to do with this story, and it sounds more like people are just making shit up. The episode aired around Halloween, coming out October 29th, 1989, which is why Halloween was baked into the story. And by baked into the story, I mean there's some paper ghosts and a sexy witch photo shoot. If that doesn't scream Halloween, then I don't know what does. For guest stars, you have a couple notable names. First off, Patty McCormick, who played Stoney. Now she's had a long career in Hollywood going back to the early 1950s, though she's likely best known as the murderous little moppet Rhoda in the 1956 psychological horror film The Bad Seed. She's also appeared in an episode of Supernatural, which ties into another of the episode's guest stars. Richard Speight Jr., who played Stoney's assistant Oliver, is also best known to Supernatural fans as the Archangel Gabriel, or Loki, or maybe both? I don't know for sure as I dipped out around season 3. Look, if you want a little more Freddy, this isn't really a bad way of getting it. It's a little slow, it's cheap, but it's not the worst thing in the world. But have you seen Photo Finish? And if you have, what do you think? Let me know down in the comments. Anyways, that's all for today. I hope you're having a great day and stay spooky. Huge thanks to all my channel members, you're the real MVPs of the Spooky Squad. Your support helps keep the lights flickering and the monsters fed. If you'd like to join up and help support the channel, check out the join button below. But no pressure, just watching and liking helps a ton too.